All right, welcome to Good Morning New Hell City. I'm so excited to see everyone, and by see everyone, I mean I'm excited to look at all of your faces. This is now what my voice sounds like. It's very, very sexual. I do phone sex. It is $18,000 a minute.
Whew. Good morning, New York City. Welcome to yet another episode of the hit podcast that has won 2 Hellies. It's just like, talk about hosting an award-winning podcast. I have 2 Hellies for this podcast. It's honestly, it's just an honor and it's a privilege. And do I keep my awards on my desk while I podcast? Yes, I do. I keep them. I keep one on the desk, and I keep one shoved up my ass. And yeah. So currently there is a heli award up my ass, and if you've seen what the heli looks like, you'll know that it is very far up there. Because the last heli was designed, it was shaped like the Heisman. I mean the Stanley Cup, or like it looks like a cheer trophy. It's very large. Just look at Biscuit made it. Anyway, welcome to Good Morning Hill City. This is our award-winning podcast. Hopefully we get a third heli this year. Oh, I'm planning on it. I'm so excited. And what was I going to say? First we have to talk about our sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by Sweat. Sweat is great if you'd like to bottle it and sell it to passersby, to all kinds of people. Sweat is great for lubricant. Sweat is also a really great way to put in your cereal. Sweat has so many things, and I want you to buy Sweat, particularly my Sweat. I will be selling Sweat in NHC grocery stores starting tomorrow. It is a good $15 to $20 a bottle. You know, I put the price point a little higher because it's a luxury item. But yeah, it'll be in all participating NHC grocery stores, and I hope you'll buy it because I worked really hard on it. And by work really hard, I mean that I had the creepy man that lives under my bed. He just extracts sweat as I sleep. And he does other things, but I'm not really sure what he does. I should put a camera up because I do wake up sore sometimes. Anyway, announcement. There is a new TTRPG that just got announced by our brand new friend. I don't remember his or their name. Hold, please. Oh, Rebel. Rebel has a new TTRPG called Demonic Championship Wrestling Alliance. Very in line with our branding. We love it. So hit them up. Hit him up for a spot. He wants 4 to 8 players, so get in there. That's going to be amazing. You definitely want to tune in for that. And I'm trying to think of anything else new that's happening. Oh, I mean, New Hill City has a whole new onboarding process. I was just telling the mods this, but our retention rate for new members has skyrocketed. So you can thank Lumanos for that, and Sayori doing the tech thing. What other announcements are there? Nothing else. I think there's nothing new else happening in New Hill City. It'd be good. What's the weather? It's hot and it's muggy. It's muggy, New Hill City. Muggy. Here's a rich thing I bought. I, shockingly enough, have not bought anything rich. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I haven't bought any. No, that's not true. I just got a new refrigerator that talks to me. It talks to me and it says, "Hello, how are you?" It's really cool. I need to. It's too far away from me right now, but I got a new refrigerator and it says things, and it puts things at different temperatures, and it's like Alexa. I can just like talk to her and be like, "Hey, um, can you give me ice cubes?" It's very, very, very cool. You see what I did there? Cool, cool. But you're not allowed to have one because it's hell, and no cooling devices allowed down here. What's the best thing on the internet? I just saw. Oh my god, the best thing on the internet is something I saw 5 minutes before we went live, which is that I saw. Do you know this show called Jersey Shore? So apparently, Jersey Shore, for some reasons, is now an international show, which is weird because the Jersey Shore is a actual place in an actual location, but they have Jersey Shore Rio, and it is just porn. There's just a scene. I saw it on Twitter. If you're following my Twitter, I liked it or I commented on it. There's just a scene where people are fully having penetrative congress in the bedrooms, and they blurred their genitals and butts. It is so wild. I was like, oh, okay. The programming in Brazil is a little different. It was just the porn, so that's great. Um, yeah. Whew, I'll be watching that show. Anyway, Game Corner. Oh no, sure, for sure, for sure. Bitch, I'm hungry. I'm always eating on the podcast, and today is actually different because I am not eating because I am on a diet. Why am I on a diet? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Game Corner. The current. So I have a full stream schedule once again. We're doing Octopath Traveler 2 on Mondays. Disco Elysium on Tuesdays, Diablo 3 on Wednesday, Diablo 4 on Wednesdays, Final Fantasy 16 on Thursdays, Hi-Fi Rush on Fridays, Oxenfree 2, Lost Signal on Saturdays, and this new game called Goodbye World on Sundays. So full stream schedule. Catch me all day. Catch me outside. How about that? As the kids say. Weeb Corner. I will get back to Fighters Otaku Club one day. I will. I just don't want to. Human Corner, what are humans doing? Who fucking cares? Because you know why? We have we have a queen in our midst. A queen who started her journey with us all the way back in 2020 or 2020, I don't remember. She'll tell us. And she has been nominated many, many, many times. I should know how many. Um, Hang on, I should actually look how many. I'm curious before I intro. Oh fuck, I can't look it up. Damn it. Well, many times, and never won. And we're gonna talk about that. But she has been. You've seen her in the RP spaces. You've seen her in the D&D spaces. You've seen her in Best Circle of Hell. She's the one. She's the only. She's and she's muted. But she'll figure that out. I'll keep introing while she figures out her mic situation. Oh no, there she is.
I'm done. I'm just waiting for you to finish in case you're gonna berate me again.
Oh my god.
For those of you that don't know, refer to my previous interviews.
Oh yes. Get ready for this. Kiara, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Fabulous, fabulous, Rich. Kiara, this is your third interview. You've been on every season. You've been on 2 of the award-winning seasons.
It is.
Do you think you contributed directly to this podcast winning 2 Hellies?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Wow, okay, fair enough.
I'm trying to find some time to put Discord in my schedule as well.
Fair enough.
Since I just started university, so.
Oh, university. What are you studying?
I'm doing communications and English.
Work.
So I'm a double major.
Work. Well, you speak English, so you're already there. You're already halfway there.
Key.
Here's your third time interview questions. What's your favorite part about New Hell City nowadays?
Sticks as the RP district.
Oh,
but
yes.
for different reasons.
Work. Okay, fair enough.
Previously, it was about
Is about what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, it's you. No, go ahead.
Okay. So previously, it was about the writers and the stories and how it could create. Now it kind of just feels like home.
Nice.
Feels like a place where I can kind of be myself and be as nerdy or as dorky as I can be.
Very nice.
Because now it feels like a safe space after being here for 3 years.
Very good. What is your favorite channel?
Favorite channel?
Mm-hmm.
Ask me that again when I get active on Discord, because right now everything's my favorite channel.
Fair enough. What's the biggest difference between you now and the you that joined New Hell City all those years ago? Was it 2020 or 2021?
2020.
That's what I thought. Okay. Very good. What's different about you now, other than you're now in university?
I'm much more confident, and like both in myself and in my work, I find myself having better time management, and I find myself a lot more adaptable to things and people. And I begin to trust myself and other people a bit more than usual.
Very nice. What thing or Hellion or element of New Hell City that isn't here anymore do you miss the most, if anything?
Hellion, I miss the most.
Or thing or event or whatever?
Okay, event. A thing that I'd miss would be the CD readings of Leah.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
Leah's CD readings.
Yes, Leah.
Yeah, those are good.
What is something you
We
think...
should do that again for our new...
We should. I think we should. What do you think is
we
something...
should ask Leah to do it again for like October, Halloween.
What do you think is something we have yet to do that we should add, if anything?
So remember there was in May, she had this thing where we kind of like do cast readings for webtoons that we choose. I think we should kind of revive that, bring that up, but have like a less toxic, a less controlling opinion or organization on that.
Who's your
or
best...
if we can't do that, we could like maybe add like a webtoon channel.
Who's your best friend here? If you don't say me and only me, I will still indeed ban you.
Then you know my answer.
It's me, great. Do I look pretty today? I heard yes. I heard yes. I heard absolutely yes. What does your New Hell City apartment look like? What changes have you made? I guess you haven't made many changes because you've never won a heli, but you've been here, so your place has grown ever so slightly. You've been here for, what is that? 2020 minus 2023, whatever that is.
3 years.
Yeah, that.
3 years.
Yeah, that.
So for the time being, I've kind of added like posters for production houses and dance teams.
Work.
Dance teams that are like happening in my university.
Work. Final question before we get into the big stuff. Let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them?
I don't know. Maybe we should talk to the person who released them in the first place. What do you think, Fire?
I
What do you
don't know.
think, audience?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's slide right into your helis of the 2022 variety. Do you remember last year at all?
I think I've been... I do.
Okay.
I do.
Do you remember how many helis you were nominated for?
Everything from around 7 or 8.
You were nominated for 7. That is correct. Nice job. You do remember. This is interesting. Okay, so I this will be very, very interesting helis review because I am shocked you didn't win a heli this year. But we'll get into it. Your first nomination was for Best NHG Tabletop Cast for Echoes of the Past, of which we were both characters in. Tell us about your character in Echoes of the Past.
Well, I don't really remember much since it has been a while. Oh my god, let me finish. again, I don't remember much since one, my mom banned me from Discord since, and she said that I was not allowed to like attend any of the tabletop sessions because like at 4:30 in the morning here. But like I did try to like kind of catch up on what I missed like story wise and stuff. And okay, moving on. Vriella was a changeling, and she was my very first and only D&D character. I didn't really work much on her character, so I don't really remember much. But what I do remember is that she had a little sister that basically died in the hands of other changelings in her family. There was this, what was this? There was this tradition, there was a really twisted tradition in her family that it kind of based off of happenings that have happened in real life, where if the female child does something that embarrasses the family or kind of ruins the reputation of the family, the head of the family, like an older brother or the father, has the authority to basically just humiliate or murder them, in which case that's kind of what happened in the little sister's place.
Oh.
In the little sister's case. So she went out to like she just basically just cut off ties from her family, and it was her like inner journey to try and find justice for her little sister.
Oh. Okay. Alrighty then.
That's all I remember about her story.
That's pretty good. So you were nominated against the Yarzen Job, the cast of Chaos Gremlin Crew, Justice in Chains, A Cult of Wizardry Law Enforcement, The Haunting, Unsleeping City, Guild of Gladiators, and Grave Encounters. It was a big year. Echoes of the Past, of course, sadly, lost to Chaos Gremlin Crew, which I think we didn't deserve that. We should have won. What placement do you think we got?
Honestly, I would have thought this one won Justice in Chains.
Justice in Chains won the previous year, so that you're right to think that. So out of 9 nominees and 50 voters, where do you think we landed for Echoes of the Past?
I'm hoping we're getting like 3rd or 4th.
4th place. Yes. 4th place. That is true.
Okay.
We got bested by Owls, Haunting, and Unsleeping City, so we actually beat Justice in Chains. Ew. Take that.
Wow.
Us. You were also nominated.
You are also part of Justice in Chains, right?
Yes, I was. I beat myself.
Like, Justice in Chains is literally the oldest. No, Justice in Chains is literally like the oldest campaign here. So unless you want to get bested and kicked out by your mods, and then they have like an internal chaos as to who heads New House City again, I think it's best you kind of keep your opinions on the down low about that.
Fine, I will. You were also nominated for Best Roleplay Cast 3 times. You were nominated for House in the Forest, River Kingdom, and Rain City News. Do you remember your characters in any of those RPs?
Yes, I remember my characters in all of those.
Tell us about your characters in House of the Forest. Start with House of the Forest.
House in the Forest. House in the Forest. God damn it. Give me a second. I remember them, I just don't remember her name. Okay. So give me a second. Okay, got it. So his name was Kai, and he is a camping freak. Like, he loves camping. And along with that, he is, I'm guessing he's like one of the few people that's kind of human. I don't remember much, but he's human, and he also has power. Like, he can manipulate the elements: water, earth, fire, air, etc. So since he really likes camping, he's good at stuff like hunting and cooking, etc. He has an older sister, and is friends with my character from Rain City News. My main character from Rain City News. His name's Kieran. We'll get to that later. Hello? So Kai is basically like your average guy that lives with his older sister after running away from like an abusive mom and an alcoholic dad. he likes camping out in the woods because it's like far away from civilization. Because he's been judged a lot for stuff that he liked, even though that wasn't considered manly. Like he was okay with that with like his parents and stuff. Like his parents weren't like that supportive, but his friends were like really supportive of him. But his parents weren't that supportive. He spent the majority of his time with his parents. It was kind of like an issue. So when he sees the wormhole, he's like, okay, maybe that might be like a good place to like stay. And he goes through the wormhole and then finds the cabin. And after that, it's just the usual stuff.
Alrighty. And your character in River Kingdom?
My character in River Kingdom was Aurelia and her little brother Azriel. So Aurelia is I don't remember much about her ranking, but she was a high-ranking official in the guild. And she worked really hard to get where she was. She's also kind of playful, and she has earth magic.
Okay.
So basically, after like the whole arc went down and stuff, and so after the main arc went down, so later on in her character, I started focusing on her character arc. So basically, what happens in her character arc is that there's a connection to like her backstory. Basically, Aurelia wasn't formed like any normal people would be formed. She was a product of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like a quite literal side effect of magic.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. And
so
you have more? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a little bit more. Sorry. So because of that, there's like this whole scandal about her formation. Like no one knows exactly how she came out of nowhere. All they know is that the baker in the village kind of adopted her, and she has a little brother that is the baker's that was the baker's actual kid. So while this happened, the baker's actual kid, his name's Azriel. The adopted one, her name was Aurelia. So Aurelia and Azriel growing up, they were like really close, even though they had like different parentages. They came from different lineages and stuff. So now we come like back to the present here. While Aurelia's working here and all this stuff, along with that, one day the village that Aurelia comes from basically just like burns down to the ground. Where like hundreds of her loved ones, hundreds of people, they're all dead. But Azriel and his parents managed to survive, and they sent Azriel over to Aurelia to live with her. So it's kind of just like Aurelia, and Aurelia doesn't really know the first thing about being a parent because she's like a really free spirit and a free soul, and she's usually like adventuring for herself, living for herself, doing things only for herself. And because of that, basically, so when all of a sudden she has this responsibility to like take care of an actual kid, it kind of brings out something different for her because she's new to taking care of kids and she's new to taking care of her brother, to be exact. Because while they're close, it's been like a good 4 to 5 years since she last saw him, and because of that, it's kind of hard for her to like figure out stuff and all.
Okay.
So fast forward a few years later, Aurelia is doing good, and she also works as like an alias. She has like an alias as a world-renowned food critique known as the Ginger Genius. Nice. She nowadays she's been working less at the Magic Guild and more as the Ginger Genius because she doesn't want to accidentally get her brother into like any trouble. And Azriel is a devout collector of like trinkets and gemstones and stuff about dragons and etc. And from here we kind of meet like some of Void's characters called Yozi and Rennie. Yozi and Rennie end up becoming Azriel's friends really quickly. physically.
Mm.
And Azriel, like, growing, and as they grow up, Azriel kind of develops like a little crush on Yosi, but doesn't know whether Yosi feels the same or not. And that's kind of where we left off before I got like unactive and RK got archived.
Okay. And finally, your character in Rain City News.
Okay, so his name's Kieran. Now, Rain City News is one that I worked really hard on, and I remember him like the best. So his name is Kieran. He's a trans male, like FTM.
Work.
So he's trans, and that's the only reason he moved to the USA. Otherwise, he's a native Indian. His parents are from a reputed family where they're all doctors, or they're all doctors. There's no such thing as like you're either a doctor or failure. That's how their family is. So it was like, so along with that, his dad was an abusive asshole.
Ooh.
And because of this, like when Kieran was Sierra, that's like his dead name.
Mm-hmm.
So Karen used to be a female named Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
So when Sierra was young, she suffered physical, mental, emotional, and sexual abuse in the hands of her father.
Wow.
So that's kind of where the body dysmorphia starts to get highlighted with him. And it's later on where he realizes that he's trans and that he's not comfortable in the body that he's been born in. And because of this, he becomes trans. He gets his surgery done. Like by the time he's 18, he leaves, manages to secure a fully covered scholarship, like a fully paid scholarship to Seattle University in their course of journalism and media. So some friends that actually like know his situation, or like his professors that know his situation, help him out a lot, like a hell lot. They bought him his first house. They helped him with everything, and like as a graduation present, like I already mentioned this, but like as a graduation present, they bought him his first house, gave him like a paycheck beforehand, just like, listen, once you make it big, you can pay us all back. It's like, that's okay. Thank you so much. Like the foundation for him wouldn't be the way it would be if it wasn't for everybody that supported him after he moved to the US. So everything was fine and everything went okay until he got like a call from his younger siblings, Art and Misha.
Mm-hmm.
So Parth is a middle child and Misha is the younger one. And Parth tells Kieran that we can't stay here anymore. I'm scared. And then like there's a time later on in the arc where Misha's like, I think Dad's looking at me funny every day. And then Kieran, like the previous experience, has an idea of what's going on. And is like, what's going? But he still asks like, what's going on? And he's like, he keeps on asking me to wear your old girl clothes, like when you were a girl. And then that's when it hits him, and he's like, take every single clothing, every single piece of my old clothes, and just burn them. Like he tells Pard, that doesn't tell Misha, because Misha is still like 10 or 12. I don't know. I need to revisit his arc again. So like Misha's 10 or 12, and Pard's like 14 or 16, and so he tells him, burn all of my old clothes, every single thing. I want you to make sure that Misha and Dad are never in the same room, ever. And then Part's like, okay, got it. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. And Misha's scared, but she doesn't question it because she understands how much her older brother loves her. And recently, like slowly, the true colors of the dad has been like being exposed with the help of all the people that he's made friends with in Rain New City. and but there was a little incident where his dad hires a hitman,
Oh my gosh.
and because of yeah, the dad hires a hitman to kill Kieran, but by accident he gives the hitman a picture of Kieran before he transitions. So he gives him a picture of Sierra. Because of this, one of Swift's characters, Messi. So here he is, like so. When one of Swift's characters, Messi, encounters this hitman, he realizes that oh my god, this is Kieran. So Kieran's trans, and like Kieran. See, Messi already knows that Kieran's trans because like this kind of came up in a conversation before, and so like Messi sees the picture and is like, okay, that's Kieran, and because of all that, he kind of like calls him and tells him, listen, I think your dad hired a hitman to get you, and Kieran's like so shocked because like he knows his dad can be cruel, but he didn't know that it'd be like up to this state, and he kind of like faints from that shock. So that's the most traumatic reaction that we actually get from Kieran like in this entire time. So basically, he's working hard to get his dad arrested, his mom, and get his mom and his siblings to the USA so that he can provide for them all.
Love it. Rain City News is so good. I think I'm going to join this year. And I'm also shocked that Kieran wasn't nominated for Best Character. Why wasn't Kieran nominated?
Yeah, I haven't really been using him much since the timing's kind of clashing. I'm asleep when Seattle time it's like 8:30. It's usually like 10:45 p.m. when I'm usually asleep. So I haven't been really using Kieran much.
Fair enough. Well, so you're nominated in 3 different categories.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and using him now.
I think I'm going to join too. So you have 3 different casts you were nominated for. You were bested by He Is Here, the Final Cryptoverse Story, CV12, which had a cast of 8 zillion folks. I'm so shocked you weren't in the last CV. You could have won a heli last year. I'm so shocked.
I wanted to. With the shit that was happening, I'll get into that later if you prompt it, but with the shit that was happening last year at my school, in my real life, etc., 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 the fact that I am still alive and I am in university right now is a great fucking thing. The fact that I managed to survive last year was a great fucking thing.
Fair enough. Okay, so so here's a few questions. Out of the 3 casts you're nominated for, Rain City News, River Kingdom, and House of the Forest, which do you think had the most votes out of those 3?
I'm guessing RCN.
Incorrect. It was House of the Forest. House of the Forest had the most votes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So House of the Forest got the most votes. RCN got the second most, and River Kingdom got last place.
Hey, at least I got one.
So, second question is, where do you think House in the Forest plays? So you're up against Fresh Beginnings, CV11, City of Curses, Aronia Academy of the Arcane, Rain City News, of course, Seven Sins, Star Glitcher, River Kingdom, CV12, Grimm's Realm, House in the Forest. It's 10 nominees. We have 58 voters. Where do you think House in the Forest landed?
House in the Forest against all the series. I'm gonna go with. There are 10 nominees, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like maybe 5th.
House in the Forest was 3rd place behind Seven Sins.
Oh!
3rd place. 3rd place.
That's great.
And by the way, not that far behind Seven Sins. You were only 4 votes away from 2nd place. So, House in the Forest did pretty well.
Wait, we beat Seven Sins?
No, you were.
House in the Forest beat Seven Sins?
You were right behind Seven Sins. You're 4 votes behind Seven Sins. But you beat. You beat Grimm's Realm. You beat Fresh Beginning, CV11. You beat City of Curses. You beat Aronia, Rain City News, Star Glitcher. River Kingdom, you beat a lot of stuff. So that's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. We're almost one more role play award you're nominated for. Best role play story for Yukio. Remember Yukio?
I remember Ukio. That was when I took in, like I kind of adopted that after the owner left the server.
That's right. That's right. Do you miss it? Is it
I
coming
feel
back?
I had a storyline kind of planned. I had a storyline planned, but it didn't work out because there weren't enough characters.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There were a good amount of characters, but all the characters kind of chose like guilds that were already there. Because like, I needed characters to join like all 6 guilds so that we could kind of like have that hierarchy and have like that political struggle kind of there. So like the arc I was hoping to start on was like a very first voting arc. Because what I was going to assume was I was going to start was that maybe like until now would be like a monarchy or like singular sort of thing, but this year would be like the first time they're having like proper elections after kind of trying to break that monarchy and maybe like have some sort of a harmony between between the 6 factions, like instead of having that enmity the entire time, would have like some sort of a harmony where everybody literally seriously just work together and consider each other as humans rather than, oh, I'm gonna kill you because you're from a faction I don't like. Like instead of saying like I killed you because you're a faction you don't like, it would be nice to say I killed you because you hurt my family or you harmed me or you harmed someone I love.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go for something like that.
So
you do something based on your own feelings, like something of your own, instead of just a hatred over a faction.
Fair enough. Best roleplay story nominees were He Is Here, the Final Cryptidverse Story, City of Curses, Rain City News, Seven Sins, Wings of the Realm, Star Glitcher, Grimm's Realm, River Kingdom, Yukio, Raise of the Hair, and Death Lives. Yeah, this one was given to CV12.
I'm gonna think this one was either. Yeah, He Is Here. I was gonna guess that.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. So maybe next time. Maybe next time for that one. You were also nominated, going all the way up to Best Quote, for a quote called 5'2", which I'm going to post in our new chat.
Yeah, please do, because I don't remember which one this was.
Probably don't remember it. Fair enough. Let me see. Quote.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on Discord or NHC all the.
Let me see. 5'2". This one is with Dio Swift, and others. Dio says, "I intimidate many people for some reason, despite being 5'2" and dressing like an aging dad."
I remember this.
And then everyone just says, "Wait, you're 5'2".
Yeah, I remember this.
Y'all are strange.
I remember this. God, this was when it was like a really good time in my life, and then it just went to shit. I recognize that BFP. God.
So I won't. Actually, I can kind of make. Well, no, there's too many quotes. 5'2" got 3 votes, which in the quotes that's a lot. In the quotes that's actually a lot. So you were somewhere in like the 4th or 5th range. So not bad. Out of 52 or 50 quotes. So there you go. Not bad. Your final nomination was for Most Contributing Community Member. You were up against Swiftcut Lassie, Sgt. Pepper, Zoza64, Zoe, Iceman, Defreeze God, Shy, Leah, Yusa Shadow, Austin, Minnie, Void Paradox, and Pancake. So that is 13 nominees.
I'm gonna guess Void got that.
No, Swift got that. Swift got that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, either Void or Swift. Void or Swift.
And where do you think you placed? That's 70. So 70 voters, 13 nominees. Well,
I'm gonna guess either like what, 8 max?
I think you got last place. Like 10th. I think you got 10th.
I got last place.
Yes. Yeah. But you tied for last place, so that's good. But you got to vote. Did you vote for yourself? Do you remember?
No, I didn't vote last. I haven't voted for the last 2 years.
Oh, fair enough. Then
I
someone
voted
voted for
only the
you.
first year.
Someone voted for you.
It's nice. Whoever voted for me, thank you.
So no helis that year. Let's go over your heli list for this year. Which of you have one nomination for River's Best Roleplay Cast?
Wait, I have a nomination?
Yep, for River Kingdom. Void nominated his cast
Okay.
very early. And do you remember
Good for him. Good for you.
So there you go. That's your nomination. You did talk about your character already for River Kingdom, so there you go.
Yeah, I already did. Aurelian Azrael.
So far, you're the only nominee, so you're the front runner. So if no one else nominates their best roleplay cast, you're gonna win. We gotta get Kiara a heli.
Great.
We gotta get you a heli. Continuing with our questions, what heli did you lose that you wish you hadn't over the entire scope of your heli career, all the way back to 2020?
Well, even though I didn't really work that hard and it didn't really matter to me, I did want to win Best New Member, which I kind of lost to Swift.
Oh, that was a tough one. Yeah, that was a tough one. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, so you lost to Swift, so technically you're 2021. So you didn't join in 2020 because you would have been bested by Dio. So you did join in 2021.
I did join in 2020. No, I joined in 2020, and then I left, and then I joined again in 2021.
Then you had to have. Hang on. Let me fact check this. I gotta fact check this. 2020 helis.
Yeah.
Because let me see. You must have joined late. You must have joined after the helis or something. Let me see. Because you are nominated for Best New Member. I just don't know which year it was. Because if you were because if Swift beat you.
Oh no, I was nominated for Best New Member in like 2021. I was there in like 2021. I was nominated there.
So that means you joined in 2020.
But like.
Late. That makes sense.
Yes, I joined very late 2020, like after the helis were done.
There we go. Now I figured it out. So you want to win Best New Member? Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a tough one to beat. That's a tough one. But I remember you getting a lot of votes, I think. I'm pretty sure. Something like that.
Wait, I did?
I don't remember. I actually have no idea. Actually, now I want to check. I do want to fact check this. 2021 Heli Awards. I love that I can look this up.
I don't think I did.
You don't think you did? Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Where do you think you placed?
No.
I don't
last place?
I don't think you were
in like the last 5.
You think in the last place? Did you vote for you didn't vote for yourself that year, did you?
Yeah, I didn't do anything special.
You gotta vote.
No.
You gotta vote.
That's what I'm telling you. I only voted in like. Yeah, no. I did vote that year. I voted for Swift.
Oh.
I voted for Swift.
Fair enough. It's loading, but I'm seeing where the thing is. Okay, while we do that, what helis do you want to win this year? You don't have to be nominated for them, obviously, because you're only nominated for one. But what do you want to win this year?
Again, I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't have anything specific in mind. Like, yes, I want to win this one. I want to win that one. Because I'll be honest with you, New Hell City has always kind of been like a Discord server, like a Discord community that makes me feel like home. It doesn't actually feel like, like a huge ass community with awards and stuff. It's not really felt like that. Like the awards are just like, it's not that big of a deal for me.
That's fair.
So okay, win, okay, lose. That's kind of it.
Can't relate. How many helis do you think you'll win?
0? What did I just say?
What do you think is the hardest heli category to win?
Best New Member, duh.
Yeah, that's ours. What do you think is the easiest category to win?
That's like so general and so vague.
What do you think is the easiest category to win?
Easiest category?
Mm-hmm.
Easiest category. It's the food one. The best dish.
Oh, best dish. Now we split it into two things now. It's now best cooked meal and best dessert.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess a lot of people say it's RP cast.
Best cooked meal.
But interesting. Okay. All right.
No, RP cast. Like RP cast is again dependent on the story and how much contribution the characters have made in it. So unless you're regular, there is no way you'll be able to win. However, if it's like a cooked meal or like a dessert, I'm gonna stick with cooked meal and easiest. But if it's cooked meal or dessert, all you do is just plate it right, get a good photo angle, shoot it right, edit it, whatever, and along with that, once it's done, like if you just plate it right, this is just my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion. I don't know any specifics based on this, but this is what I think is all I have to do is just plate it right, and yeah, you plate it right, you get a good angle, you take the shoot, and then you post it. Done.
Swift says
Literally, you can just plate it MasterChef style, and you're done.
Swift says she argues the best dish awards are also very difficult, but interesting. Okay.
Yeah, again, I'm keeping an open mind. I'm keeping an open mind about this because I don't really know much since I can't cook to save my life. But and I've also never cooked to actually like impress. Because I see a lot of MasterChef and I see a lot of cooking shows or baking shows, and I really appreciate the effort that's there when they like make the stuff, make the food, or like make the dish or make the cake or whatever. And I appreciate the effort, but I'm just saying this because this is my opinion and I'm very ignorant of this sort of thing.
Make some heli predictions this year. Do you have any heli predictions for 2023? Any at all?
Okay, Swift is gonna win this best RP character for all the characters that she's won so far.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
I like this prediction.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Okay. Do you think Rain City News is finally going to win something?
I know I have. Yes, definitely. If that's like a lot more regular, and there are more characters coming in, definitely. Yes, I think Rain City News definitely has the scope because it's like so open, so flexible. You can like use so many angles you want to go for with this, and plus Swift and TBS, they work so hard to like revive it and keep it vibrant and like add in so many new characters with so many new dynamics and have all these complex characters that are there. I'm still a fan of Castellan, by the way. He is going to be my favorite character. Like to this day, Swift, I love Castellan, I love you. You are one of my favorite writers to this day. If you're going to write a book in the future, I am going to be the first one to get it.
Aww.
Hands down. If that means I'm going to be broke, so be it. Because I swear to God. Moving on. Anyways, so yes,
okay.
right, yes, Street News is definitely going to win.
Okay, all right. I'm going to skip the who do you think is going to win best new member because I don't think you know any of the new members. So
I know some of them. I don't know all of them.
Okay. Let's see. Are you a New Hell City legend, do you think?
No.
What do you think makes a New Hell City legend?
I'm not even here that often.
What do you think makes a New Hell City legend?
Being regular, being around, and yeah, that's basically it. Just being around, being everywhere, and take care of stuff. Take care of everything.
Fair enough. Who do you think is a New Hell City legend?
I'd say at this point, Swift, Shy, Jesse.
Okay.
Maybe Void. And this new dude. I've been seeing him a lot lately. I think his name was Barracuda.
Who is this?
I
Wait, say their name again.
I don't. It was like when I was still active. When I was still active, there was this dude that like taught. Yeah, Jin Isuma. He was active. Yeah, he was active a lot.
You mean who's in chat right now has been talking to you?
Oh, that's him. Oh, I didn't recognize him.
He's literally been talking about you this whole time.
Lightning of Fate?
Yes.
Hi.
Wow. Wow, that is funny. Yes,
I did not notice
you
that.
are the Indian coalition. Oh yeah, we were talking about this earlier. This will be one of my fan questions. I'll wait for the fan questions for this one. Okay. Who are some New Hell City legends in the making who are not quite there but are on their way?
Mm, not sure.
That's fair too. Kiara says no one. No one. I love it. What are your goals for this year in New Hell City?
Oh, first off, I need to get back on my RPs.
Okay. Anything else?
No, for the time being, that's it.
Fair enough. All right, y'all. Let's get into the fan questions. Remember, one question at a time. We will stop at 20, and get in there and ask some questions. And 1 minute per question, or 1 minute. But you know what I'm saying. If we get a lull in questions, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Fire Demon asked the first question. Who do you think runs the India chapter of New Hell City?
What do I think runs the new chapter? I'd say, mine, Shy.
Okay. Okay. Saying shy is all right. Fair enough. Swift asks, how are things been going since you applied to college?
Well, I've been in college for the past week. Today would officially be a week.
Oh.
Um, um, it's been nice. Honestly, I've been dreaming of, having, going to college since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had like expectations on what I do and how I do it and all that stuff. And so far, this has been up to the moon.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Masa asks, what is your opinion on the current state of pizza?
Ironically speaking, I actually did have pizza for dinner today when I went out with my relatives. I don't know. Honestly, pizza is something that can be recreated in like hundreds of things, hundreds of shapes, sizes, etc., etc. But if it doesn't have the classic dough, sauce, and cheese, if instead of adding cheese, they put like cheese sauce instead of cheese, that is going to be disastrous. So, like, if you're gonna try and pull something like that off, I'm personally gonna make sure that you can hunt it down by Italians.
Swift asks, what's a pet peeve of yours when it comes to creating? Oh, sorry. No, Fire Demon asks, if you could move to any other country, where would you go and why?
I'd say maybe the USA or France, Paris.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Oh, and why? Why? Why would you go there?
Because no one knows me there.
Okay.
It's more like it's more like I'll be able to like start over and kind of be like myself authentically instead of having to worry about how people might judge me because somebody might find out about the shit I did when I was younger.
Swift asks, what's a pet peeve of yours when it comes to creating things?
I'd say it'd be like writer's block, or if something doesn't like look right, see right. Um, it's like something that kind of like gets me annoyed is when I have an idea and then I pen it down and it starts to look good, and then I decide to like, okay, maybe I'll just like take a break for now. But then after the break, it looks like something else, and I have to frame it into something else, and then once I frame it into something else, it doesn't. Then I remember, oh, I want it to be this way, but it's too late, etc., etc. And like, in the end of the day, my work looks like an absolute mess, and I'm just like, God, why?
Shy asked, do you have any plans to be a streamer?
No.
Asked and
I mean,
answered.
yes, but no.
Shy asks, do you think Johnny Depp is secretly Jack Sparrow pretending to be Johnny Depp?
I don't know. Are we all people just pretending to be people in a simulation?
Now that's a great question. Hello. Shy asks, how many art/writer blocks do you get?
God, I don't even want to answer that question.
Fire Demon asks, do you live closer to Jin or Shy?
I live in one part of India and they live in another part of India.
Fair enough.
I live somewhere in the south and they live somewhere in the north. And plus, Jin and Shai live closer to each other since they both like in the same city.
Got it. Masa asks, do you have any future aspirations?
Yes, God, yes. Been working so hard for stuff. I've been working so hard to just like get through college, like go through college, go through stuff that I'm doing or that I'm working on, just be able to live with myself for all the shit that I've been going through and all the shit that I've ended up doing somehow, not how, and trying to find some sort of self fulfillment. Right now, that's like the last thing that I have.
The Fire Demon asks, what's your favorite CV moment and why?
Favorite CV moment?
Could be yours, could be someone else's.
That's a tough one. That is such a tough one.
Did you always die? Did you die in all the ones you were in?
I don't know, Fire, did you always kill me?
Anyway, next question. Swift asks, what's the region in India that you visited you have an unforgettable memories of?
Region of India that I visited that I have unforgettable memories of. I'd say Agra. I went to the Taj Mahal, and so these memories aren't really the best because we had this audio tour. So basically, I had to like just punch in where we had kind of these like VCRs or like these recording machines, and basically just had to punch in a number based on the map, and that when to get there, you like punch in the number, you listen to the audio, and then you basically just tell people, and that's what I did. My parents relied on me to do the audio tour, and I did it, but they weren't listening. They were just on something or the other. So I basically just I'm like, okay, you know what? I have my phone on me, so if you need me, you'll just call me. I'll just roam around the place on my own, and I did. I had a lot more fun on my own than I ended up with them. And it kind of just, and then by the time I was back, they were kind of taking these pictures and videos of like her, and she was having fun. They were all having fun, and they couldn't have helped but feel really, really, really left alone. So yeah.
There you go. Swift says, say someone wrote a biography about you. What would you like them to emphasize, and what would you like for the biography to omit?
What do you mean when you say like emit?
What do you mean, Swift? What do you mean? I mean omit. Oh, omit. Remove.
Oh, okay. So, what I'd want to there isn't anything I'd like kind of want to remove. There isn't anything in my life that I want to remove. Personally speaking, if someone was like trying to write my biography, I think I kind of censor stuff like beforehand. But if there's something I wanted to emphasize, I think that would be just how bad my life was when I like just newly moved to India. It was hard for me to adjust after moving from like the USA to here, and no one really helped. So like my parents didn't help me. I didn't get any help from any of my relatives. And then when they kind of like pushed me into boarding school, and when like the promise that they were gonna be there when I needed them, and they ended up not being there, and like all those times that I've cried and all those times that I just was like in a really, really, really bad place mentally, and like the people that I thought were going to support me or going to help me weren't there, but rather focused on the reputation just by, I'm putting air quotes here, but like associating with me and etc. etc. And there's a reason why when I joined NHC, like after newly coming back from boarding school, that it felt really much like home. So I want people to like emphasize on that, and I think I want my biography to omit the shitty relationship I had with a guy when I was in 11th and 12th grade. If there's time, I think I'll talk about that as well, so that like people kind of understand why it is that I want to omit that.
Fire Demon asks, do you have a crush on anyone in NHC?
No.
Fair enough.
No. Like I've mentioned before, I kind of had like a really bad time with like love and liking and stuff. So for the timing, even if I did have a crush on someone, I wouldn't act on it, or I just like kind of keep it to myself, or like just crush it until it goes away. Because the last thing I need right now is a crush or like my feelings acting up.
Shy asks, role plays you'd like to see return from their graves.
For Kingdom and Mysterica.
There you go. Well, get on it. Whoever runs Mysterica, those 3 people, and River Kingdom is Void, I think.
4 people.
4 people. Masa asks, what's your favorite thing about NHC?
My favorite thing about NHC would be just how warm this community is. Like you could literally just have like a really shitty day and just open Discord, and you'll always have people just like goofing off.
Swift asks, a cliche of Bollywood films that you're tired of.
I'm tired of. Like there is this cliche where sometimes the female lead or any girl, they wear jeans and like a shirt or crop top, and they're suddenly rebels. But like they're rebels and they're fighting for something, like fighting for a cause. But the moment you get them married, they're all wearing saris or dupattas and lehengas all the time, and they're suddenly such good people and all devoted to their husband and blah 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 blah.
Shy asks, I think this is question 6. Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
Shy asks, manga or anime? Choose only one.
Manga.
Shy asks, dubbed or
Hey,
subbed?
anime. I meant anime.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant anime.
Shy, subbed, okay. Shy asks, favorite game?
Favorite game. Genshin.
DBS joins and says, describe yourself in 3 words.
Hey Jesse. Describe myself in 3 words. Let's see. Tired. Working and ambitious, I guess.
Swift says, hang out, bonk, or sworn bond for life. Fire Demon, Shy, Jin.
Bonk fire, hang out with Shy, sworn bond for life, Jin.
Swift asks, what do you think of this new version of FMK?
Wait, what's FMK again?
Fuck, marry, kill. What you just did, but the new version.
Oh my god. Honestly, it's so much safer.
Oh my god, we've run out of questions.
Much more safer. Because, like...
Keep going.
No,
so while people
like,
think of questions.
Fuck, marry, kill is, like... You can answer innocently, but the other people can, like, always think that... Oh, yeah, I bet he has feelings for me, and just kind of fuck up the entire relationship. But, like, what's this? Hang out, bonk or sworn bond for life is just like, okay, I'm keeping this cool, I'm keeping this chill. And, like, whether you have feelings or not, it kind of just, like, stays there.
Interesting. Okay. 1 minute on the clock while someone thinks of a question. Otherwise, we move on. So ask those questions, kids. Or we can move on, either way. 50 seconds on the clock.
Oh my god, Fire. You are
That's
so
right.
lucky that my roommates are not listening into this.
Hi, roommates. DBS asked
They're not listening.
DBS asked best fast food.
Best fast food. Are we talking about like the oil fried food or
Food that you get quickly,
any
like a
cuisine?
McDonald's. A McDonald's, yeah, I think it's like a
Okay,
McDonald's or
then
Burger.
French fries.
Oh, very good.
French fries.
French fries.
You can never go wrong with French fries.
That's true.
Even though French fries aren't French.
True, very true. Swift asked, would you rather do a Mr. Beast style challenge or stay a day in the CV verse?
TV verse.
Oh God. Which CV verse? Which RP?
Batman.
Oh God.
To their tail.
Oh gosh. Oh, that'd be so. That's the scariest one. Okay. Anyway.
I'm having suicidal urges.
Oh gosh.
I have sort of suicidal urges at this point.
Shy ass. If you had to choose between
Okay,
Jesse.
you don't need to add. You don't need to add. Finish that. It's fire.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Jin asks, have you ever?
Excuse me. Jesse and Swift are like my parents.
Gosh.
I cannot ship them off to Brazil.
Jin asks, have you ever seen a McD with a working ice cream machine?
I haven't been to McD.
Okay. There you go.
I don't want a McDonald's here.
Fair enough. Shy asks, if I shipped you to Brazil, would you get Jesse and Swift FedEx to you?
No.
Okay. I
said they're like my parents. I didn't say they are my parents.
True. All right, get those questions in. Swift asks, would you rather I just take a plane flight like a normal person and fetch you?
Yes.
Shy asks, if they were your parents, would you then FedEx them? Oh my god.
What is with his thing at FedEx?
He gets stuck on a loop and he just can't stop.
God. Okay, if they were your parents, to FedEx them. You then... No! No, the point is that they stay wherever the hell they are, you goddamn psychopath.
Jesse asks, should I swim it?
The fact that you FedExed somebody to somewhere else itself is fucked. Especially from like all the way from the other side of the world.
Should Jesse swim it? From Seattle? Shy asks, would you rate this FedEx delivery on this? How would you rate this FedEx delivery on a scale of 1 to 5?
Okay, hold on a second. Wait.
Holds out a box with squished fire inside.
Again, wait a second.
Okay.
Someone help Void find the chat box here.
I tagged him in it. In here, Void. In the actual stage channel.
Okay, now what's the question? Yes, 5. 5 being good, that is. 5 being good.
Swift asks, is Shy obsessed with literal shipping?
I don't know. Ask him.
Jesse
He's
asks,
the one with the ship with the FedEx fetish.
Jesse asks, what is your favorite letter of the alphabet?
Favorite letter of the alphabet. I think I'd go with S.
Jin asks, one big stereotype towards college
Bro,
students.
Void's saying there isn't one. Did you block him?
What? Void saying there isn't one.
Void is saying there isn't one with a crying emoji.
I think Void needs to update his Discord then, because...
Did you tag the right...
Yes. I think Void needs to update his Discord. Because, stage channels now have... have messages. Because like when you look at the stage channel, I don't know if you're on mobile or you're on desktop. If you're on desktop, you should see a little speech bubble. You'll see create
I'm on
invite.
my laptop. I'm on my laptop.
You should see a little speech bubble next to the. It's just the hand and the exit thing. Oh, I think you need to update your Discord because it's there. While that's happening, Jin asked one big stereotype towards college students is that they manage their time very well. How well do you think you've improved, and how much do you think you can still improve on managing your time well? Uh-oh. Did you die? Did you die? Oh no, you're roboting out. You're roboting, Kiara. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't know if this is on your end or my end, but you're roboting. Oh, her end. All right, yeah, type your message, and I will read it out loud. Oh boy. Oh boy. Surf your time has come. Once again. There you go. It worked. What'd you have to do, Boyd? All right, we're gonna get Kiara back in here in a second. Update. Yes, it helps when you update your Discord, doesn't it? Update your software, peoples, hellions. Okay, so while we're waiting for Kiara to do a thing, I missed the old one, the old update. God. All right, let me get Kiara back in here. Oops, wrong one. My bad. I've moved Jin up here. Hang on. Kiara, get in here. There you go. You back?
Hey,
There
hello?
we go. Yes,
Can
you're
you hear
back.
me?
Yes, you're back. Do you want to take
Okay.
this question again? So it's how well do you think you've improved, and how do you think you can still improve on managing your time as a college student?
Okay. I'm getting.
Oh no! Oh no! It's happening again! It's happening again! Oh no! Oh no! It's happening again! Why does this always happen right at the end of the interviews? Every time. Why must this happen to me? Jin, how's this happening to you? Oh, because you asked a question. Try to skip the next question, see if it gets fixed. Um. Oh boy, I don't know. Kiara, you may have to just start typing your answers. Type your answers, and we'll get Swift in here, or I'll get in here. Who wants to play Kiara? Let's Swift be texting for you. There you go. Let's see if Kiara starts texting. It's like a convenience. No, I see it. I know where it is. Start typing, Kiara, please. Something. I'll just end the episode. What's happening? Someone do something! Someone do something! Snake! Why is that funny every time? My goodness. I'm just listening to call her cell. Gosh. That Wi-Fi is really affecting her. Oh, fair enough. Yes, the Wi-Fi is this bad. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to end the episode here if that's the case. If no one can do anything. Um. Okay. Well, I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to end the episode here. Thanks for watching and listening and enjoying and doing all the good things. Next year we'll do another Kiara interview, and she'll have a rapid fire and finish questions and whatnot and all that good stuff. And thank you for watching and listening and doing things. Um, and I will see you all next time for Lumanos's interview. Um, and things and stuff. All right, gang. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.